Any coup in Nigeria will lead to armed resistance in Southwest. Yoruba coalition group speaks. Any military coup in Nigeria will lead to organized armed resistance in the Southwest. Apapo Odoa Koya, AOKOYA, a Yoruba Self-Determination Coalition, has said. The group said it has noted the statement of some Nigerian leaders aimed at preparing the mood of the country for a military coup. We want to assure anyone contemplating a coup that there will be armed resistance to such a plot. In the first 1 month of such a coup, there will be shock and confusion. But we want to assure such plotters that it will take less than 1 month before the Yoruba self-determination groups will organize armed resistance not only to confront the plotters but to disorganize the country completely. Colonel Abimbola Showunmi said in a statement issued by the group's meeting at Ibadan on Sunday night. The group said the call for a coup by some politicians were expected. Intelligence analysis indicated that former President Muhammadu Buhari set several obstacles and landmines with the aim of creating chaos that will bring back the military after his exit. The exact thing Shehu Shagari did in 1983 and Ibrahim Babangida did it in 1993. They were aware that given the balance of military infrastructure, military will always favor the Fulani North. Buhari created avenues to arm Fulani to invade Middle Belt and Southern Forest. This is a Fulani agenda to take over the country. They created Fulani militia to checkmate Boko Haram in the scramble for Nigeria and also for Fulani armed men to be better placed to overrun Nigeria completely. This was backed by draconian economic policies like the sudden removal of oil subsidy, which he implemented before he handed over power, and the printing of Naira notes, all aimed at plunging the post-Buhari years into economic and political turmoil, an anarchy that will justify military intervention. The group said the plot is backed by mass kidnapping of children across the country to further fuel the conditions for military intervention. AOKOYA Ikoya said the country is passing through blood, death, misery, and anguish, but that any coup at this time can only favor the caliphate, even though the plotters might use the Southern as ringleader to delude the people. The military is currently controlled by the Fulani North, even though the chief of army staff is Yoruba. The commanding height, the structure, and superstructure, the distribution of arms and ordnance remains skewed in favor of Fulani. That is why the idea of a coup is being floated. But we want to assure them that this time they will meet more than they bargained for. We are not only going to launch armed resistance, that business interests and supporters will be attacked everywhere in Oduduwa territories, from Lagos to Jeba, Mokwa, Lokoja, and Warri. There will be unprecedented attacks on their human and material assets across Yoruba land and across Nigeria. They will not be able to explain the torrents of drones that will bombard the military barracks and their assets everywhere in the country. We can assure them of protective and defensive violence, the group said. According to Ikoya, AOKOYA, former dictator Ibrahim Babangida's recent statement that coup is no longer possible in Nigeria is a false flag aimed at raising the prospect of military intervention. Babangida said coup is no longer possible in Nigeria, but in concave intelligence analysis, he is in fact bringing the debate about coup to national conscience of Nigerians, which is a very dangerous and treacherous call. Ikoya said recent criticism by the Sultan of Sokoto and some Fulani leaders hiding under the harsh economy of the country is nothing but a veiled attempt to instigate military coup under the pretense that they are worried about the economic situation, when in reality they supported all the heinous and destructive mass killings. Ikoya said recent criticism by the Sultan of Sokoto and some Fulani leaders hiding under the harsh economy of the country is nothing but a veiled attempt to instigate military coup under the pretense that they are worried about the economic situation, when in reality they supported all the ruinous and destructive mass killings, mass elimination, and economic genocide of Buhari regime. Ikoya said the voracious theft of public funds under Buhari was an attempt to use the stolen funds to create confusion and sponsor anarchy in the post-Buhari years. These Fulani leaders have no conscience. They are driven by base instincts and primitive accumulation of power. They cannot conceive power slip of their hands for a second. Power slip out of their hands for a second. They are duty of state police and restructuring, yet they fail to realize that the reality of Nigeria breakup is inevitable, mainly due to the historic injustice they have imposed on Nigerians since 1960. To thank the British manipulation to ensure Nigeria remains in the hands of the most backward and reactionary segment of Nigerian ethnic configuration. Alcoya said his position has nothing to do with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is described as someone who already treats Yoruba with disdain, contempt, and views Yoruba self-determination with cruel hatred. Our position has nothing to do with Tinubu, who is a loyal agent of the Nigerian political hegemony. Our position is driven by the knowledge that any military coup at this time will undermine free speech, destroy the gains of the past years, stifle self-determination cause, and again hand over the political economy of Nigeria to the hands of the Fulani military class, whose focus would be how to use Nigerian resources to further entrench Fulani, complete domination on Nigeria, and a declaration of war on the rest of Nigeria ethnic groups, using state structure and resources to further this age-long dream of jihad invasion of Yoruba forests and territories. So I don't know why these people are coming out to say this at this point in time. Sincerely, I don't know why, but make everybody dey calm down. I beg. Na person wey don chop belle for now dey talk about war. Make I talk am again. I beg. The way things are in this country, we are not supposed to be coming out to make such statements. Like I said, I don't know what triggered these people. I am yet to see the statement. Yes, LBB come as I can't talk something. I didn't say they even talk the one where Yakubu go on talk. I go say, okay, Yakubu go on. But this one, I don't understand within the soap. At least it will afford you the opportunity of experiencing what the people of the Eastern Nigeria passed through. People that cannot have organized and persistent herdsmen, eliminating their people, including their traditional rulers, get this shit to say. We're just watching. That is what I'm saying. Make everybody. I know everywhere, everybody they vex. This period, the hungry man is an angry man. Make everybody calm down. Make everybody mellow down. This is not the right time to say this. So, wallahi, this is not the right time to say this. This particular period, we did danger. They call dangerous period. Now be this. No, things are really not going well in the country. Make everybody do waiting. Joe, calm down. We do not want war in our country. Please stop this drama. For me too. Because true, we dey talk say we dey for war. Now play we dey compared to waiting Israel and wetin they call those Palestine dey. Now play we dey compared to wetin dem dey and Ukraine and Russia. Now play we dey. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time.